day, everyone, and this is week two of the. Let's put that away. Welcome to week two of the Geoguessr Reddit League, season four. First week went well. I won my game, even though I could have gotten a better score. And now I'm in Guatemala uh, against another Frenchman, Pasteque Hachee. Again, sorry if I butchered the pronunciation. But yeah, I'm just hoping I can get my winning streak going here. So let's just watch. Guatemala. Yeah, this is kind of applying to Latin America for me in general, but I'm not a big fan of Guatemala because I have to rely on remembering city names. Here, I think I'm in the capital, by the way, which is also Guatemala. But yeah, I'm personally not a big fan of these type of countries just because you have to be aware of a lot of towns, and if you don't remember a town that you saw somewhere, then you could be screwed. And yeah, but this one should be easy enough because this is in the capital, which should provide us enough clues. This is not your average Guatemala round. Yeah, I think I was trying to read the street signs there because on there is the name of the street and the zone. As you see, maybe on the map, just there, the place called Zona, which could really narrow down the the place or like the zone you're in. It says Finaliza Guatemala, so I was kind of thinking, are we leaving town? It's a big city, so I wasn't really sure where to start. So I was just kind of looking at this road because it had the same curvature. And then let's just go right ahead to see what I get. It bends around here back to that direction, basically on the map. So I was quite sure I was somewhere on here. And the question was, I need to pinpoint it now. So the rest of my time, I'm basically just looking at the buildings and companies to see if I can find anything that could help me pinpoint. And there is my favorite POI to use in usually Africa and South America, petrol stations. So I saw Puma there, and there's also Puma on the map there. I'm not sure if past me saw that. Yeah, it can be difficult, but I found Banco CHN there, which made me think I was close to here. This shop was called El Ceramicon, so kind of without really uh, looking otherwise how it looked like. I just thought we were near that entrance. Sherwin Williams next there, so it was fun going there. But I was a bit further to the east, so I dropped 3 points. No big deal. That happens. Now immediately I got the CA1 here, which is fortunate, but unfortunately it's the Pan American Highway, I believe, so it goes through the whole country. So that doesn't quite narrow it down, but it still helps in terms of looking at road curvatures and the towns and whatnot. Um, so yeah, this is a more typical Guatemala round, where the trick is just go one way and hope you find an advertisement or government announcement, whatever, with the name of the town and department, and then just find that. I'm fine with that, but I don't like Guatemala because if I don't know a certain town, then I don't know what to do. It's really dependent on you knowing certain places. So yeah, I was right now. I'm looking for San Jose something, which I saw on the sign back there. So it's just following the CA1 to see where it got me, and then I lost the CA1 here because it went through. But there was it, San Jose Contempa. So I knew it was close there, and I think now I'm just maybe checking for other clues if there's more that can help me besides that. But I don't think I found anything else. I mean, I should already be happy that I found a place, Tunias, which I don't see on the map. Yeah, that's also a thing. Not every town or place appears on the map, which is very annoying. So yeah, this Breaded League hasn't started with my favorite countries. Let's just put it that way. Japan, just for needing to do too many steps to find what you want, and Guatemala just because it's a bit decisive in terms of luck and your knowledge of towns. I wasn't really sure where to look. Maybe in hindsight, I should have checked the curvature of the road. That is just one thing I really should do more often. Just do that. But I think it was more so just checking towns. See, I wasn't sure where to put my pin. I'm not sure why I put it near all those U-turns because I didn't find any U-turn, but I guess I was just looking where exactly. Where do I put my pin? Uh, I was I was looking right there too. Not that bad of a score, but I'm kind of just wondering why I didn't go there because I didn't see the U-turns in there. Um, yeah, there's a lot that goes through your head, I guess, and you don't pay attention to certain things. It can be stressful under these conditions. But yeah, here's a round that I already know is not gonna be fun. I think, yeah, after that, I saw there was like no use going there. So I went to civilization instead, which usually is a smart thing to do. Yeah, I kind of recognized this landscape, high up in the mountains, but I couldn't quite know where it was. I was at least thinking near Huehuetenango, something along the lines of that. But where exactly? Nah, not really. So at this point, I'm just waiting for. Ooh. I was thinking like, ooh, nice tree. But you check every sign you can find because you never know if there's anything on there. There's full volcano Tacana Sibinal that says a Sibinal as well. So I was thinking, okay, sure, Sibinal. I did Sibinal that rang a bell to me was a town that I found in somewhere in the center, which is why I checked here for a second. But I confused it with another place. So yeah, for now I was just, I guess, I was doubting between going with the landscape feeling or trying to look for that town, which I thought was in the center somewhere. So I just kept going looking for hopefully more clues, but I was already kind of guessing that that wasn't going to be the case. Me finding more clues, that is. So yeah, I went back on the map, and like I said, I thought it was close to Huehuetenango. And yeah, otherwise I really had no idea to do. I knew this was gonna be a round where I dropped a lot of points at this time, so sorry for the yawn. But yeah, one thing I overlooked, as you can see there, right near the border, is Takana. But I dismissed that name in my head because I saw it was the name of the volcano. But yeah, there's Takana again. But again, Barrio Santa Teresa del Rosario. I guess I tried to find that, but uh, dumb, very dumb for me. There's CB now. So yeah, that was a bad round for me. It was kind of clear that I should have looked for Takana, but it threw me off that it was the name of the volcano. I didn't remember that was a place, also the name of a place. And to be fair, in my practice round, I didn't get a lot of locations in the western part of Guatemala. I mean, still no excuse, but yeah, I mean that's what I mean with if you don't know of a certain place, then that really could cost you points. But yeah, still, I could have also looked for Takana, but it was too. Uh, it, the fact that it was just a volcano was too much in my head, and not that it. It also could have been a place. You sometimes how do you say that? Esquintla, by the way, is the name of this department. So that was something I could use. But yeah, like if you have something in your head, especially in a time limit, you try to remember some names, but you drop some names because you don't think those will be relevant. And that was Takana for me in the previous round. So yeah, that was not my best round. Anyway, yeah, there's not much to say here, especially when my computer won't load. I only found the department name of Esquintla, which still doesn't really count out anything because it's a pretty big department, I think. It stretches all the way down to the coast, and it does seem like I am on one of these coastal roads. And I was kind of trying to guess which one of those roads I was on, considering how the curvature of the road was. And this advertisement very conveniently blocked the potential town name that I needed, so I had to keep going. Yeah, but always check these signs, even if you think they're useless. Just check them. It it can never hurt. And looking at the curvature of this road, I was actually quite certain I was on here somewhere. There was a puma, and there was a puma, two even. Yeah, just double checking some stuff. But yeah, quite. I was quite well proud, maybe not, but I was at least glad that I was able to recognize those curves and put my pin there. Like, kind of as a makeup for that fucking third round, which is really just. Yeah, didn't get. I got quite close, so that made up some things. Last round. So this one could be very decisive depending if I find fitting clues or not. In terms of landscape, it's quite hard to recognize which part of Guatemala you could be in. There's some areas where you can kind of know where you are, the lake area, which I didn't get in this round, but that looks a bit distinctive. The big one in Mititlan or something, I don't remember its name, and the south because it's flat. Otherwise, it just looks all tropical jungle to me, to be honest. I think besides maybe what was another country that I really didn't like on there? This Reddit league. I don't remember, but uh, definitely Guatemala is one of my least favorite maps of this league. So in that sense, I was kind of glad to have it out of the way early. Yeah, not much to see here, even though there's some decent civilization. I mean, it's not always a guarantee that you will get good enough signs. So to keep going, um, and usually this might also be good to know. Uh, in a lot of countries, I don't turn around after. I mean, go back to start if I didn't find anything the other way. But here I do because in Guatemala, it's small enough for you to have a decent chance of finding a clue at least when you go one of the ways. And that's something that actually really helped me doing because in otherwise in round three I would have been lost in that mountain road. And in here that also. Anyway, I finally found a good clue. Zacapa Department and Rio Hondo. So I think here I was looking for Patagalana, but what I really should have done is look for El Lobo, which was the town I was in. Uh, but yeah, I figured if it says Rio Hondo, I'm relatively close there. And if you saw in the top right corner of the map, there was El Lobo. Yeah, and I was also just looking for a river. I could have used because at the start I was near a river. But yeah, too late. So I didn't find it. It was over there, really far away. Ending with a total score of 18,560 points, which I don't know. I think at first I was like, that's all right for Guatemala, but then I realized that I should have looked for Takana in this round. Uh, so yeah, I still got semi close, but I really should have looked for that and just because it was pinpointable. A few people pinpointed it even, uh, and this one, yeah. I mean, how badly can I blame myself for not looking that far northeast when you see Rio Hondo here on the map? But I have good news. Pasteque Hachee got about 8,900 something points. So I still won by a really, really big margin. So very happy with that. 2 wins. Very good start in contrast with the previous season where I started with 2 losses. So yeah, great stuff. So thank you guys for watching and see you guys later if I can get to OBS. See ya.